Hey guys, it's Shannon. Today I thought I would do a quick face of the day for you and maybe show you a couple of my accessories that I'm wearing. If anything is available for purchase anywhere, I'll try to find links for everything and put it down in the information bar as usual. And so let's just get started. Today I was going for a little bit of a bronzy look. I mean, I'm not super bronzed, but I'm trying to start to ease into the warmer months and sort of change my colors over into warmer colors and give my skin a little bit more of that kind of tan look without actually having to tan and do damage to the skin. So that's just a little bit of an idea where I'm coming from. I started off with the Avon Magic's Face Perfector. This has an SPF of 20 and I typically wear this anytime I'm using a cream to powder foundation that tends to apply in sort of the little micro dots, the little micro beads. Anybody who's in the business kind of knows what I mean by that, but if when you look really closely, like with a magnifying glass, if the color is kind of deposited in little tiny dots, I'll use the Face Perfector underneath it to kind of add a little bit more moisture to it, and it helps to kind of smooth that out some. It's not something you're really going to notice to the naked eye for most people, but anyway, that's when I typically use it. And I was using a sort of cream to powder foundation today. This is the CoverGirl and Olay Simply Ageless foundation. I have number 230. This also has an SPF of 22, and this is classic beige. Okay, so just comes in a little pot like this. It's supposed to have the moisturizer swirled in. Has a little sponge on the bottom. I do typically use the sponge. As you can see, I haven't cleaned it off yet, and that just snaps in the bottom. Then for concealer, I used my Avon Healthy Makeup Concealer. I have it in the color Fair. Just looks like this. Just has a doe foot applicator. And then lately I've been adding just a touch of powder. I'm normally not a big powder person, but I tried this. I've had this for a long time, but this is the Avon Age Transforming Pressed Powder, and the color I have is Bare Beige. And what I noticed with this, this does come with a puff, but I haven't been using the puff. I've been using a brush. I usually use the puffs if I carry it in my purse. And it just looks like this, and I used it with the Mark powder brush. And what I've noticed with this is that if I just dab a little bit on the end, just a very little bit on the end with this brush, if I tap it just here where I have kind of the redness in my skin, it does a nice job of just kind of evening that out, better than foundation, better than concealers, better than anything else. So I really liked adding just a little dab of powder in order to kind of add a little more evenness to my complexion. Then for bronzer, I use the Wet n Wild Goddess Bronzer. It's number 742A. It's part of the Color Icon series, and I just use this Essence of Beauty powder brush. This brush is the bane of my existence because it sheds like a mother, but I've had it for forever, but it's always shed like that. So they may have improved their brushes over the years, because I've literally had this for probably at least 10 years, probably closer to 15 years, but it always shed. And the bronzer just looks like this. They have two bronzers, Wet n Wild does. One of them is matte, one of them is shimmer. This is the matte version. And I just added it just a little bit in the contour of the cheeks here, and very lightly here around the top of my forehead, and kind of down around the sides. This is where I typically would get sun. Then to start the eyes, I use the Mark Please Hold Eye Primer. This one is in medium to dark. It's just a pan form eye primer. I really like these a lot. I use them all the time. And it has a nice size mirror for being a small compact. I mean, the mirror is huge, so we like that. Then on the eyes, I use the Wet n Wild Color Icon Trio. This one is Silent Treatment number 335. What I did is I took this top brow bone color and I used this angled flat eyeshadow brush. This is an Avon brush. And I just put this literally all over the eyes, all the way up to the brows. Then I took this Essence of Beauty crease brush, and I went into this middle color here, this dark shade, and I just smoked out the outer V, and then I drug the extra kind of across to accentuate the crease. And I did kind of blend it out a little bit to give a little bit of an almond egg shape here at the outer corner. And then just to soften that crease color just a little bit and blend it a little bit more, I used this Mark blending brush, and I just kind of dabbed into this bottom color here, and I just used a little bit of it just kind of at this outer sort of edge at the egg shape, just to lightly soften that crease color. I really didn't want too much of this color. I wanted to keep it more with the obvious sort of brown and peachy shades, but I just wanted to kind of soften the edges a little bit. Then for eyeliner, I used this Avon Glow eyeliner in Copper Paradise. These are new. It's a self-sharpening eyeliner, kind of along the lines of the Glimmer Sticks. If you use the Glimmer Sticks, those are extremely popular. And it's just a nice coppery brown shade, and I just applied it straight from the stick. I didn't smudge it or anything. I just went hardcore with it straight on. Then for mascara, I used the L'Oreal Paris Double Extend Eye Illuminator. I don't know if this has a color or not, but it's this one that has the kind of burgundy-ish brown end. And so what you do is you put the black mascara on, and then you use this other end and you go over the black mascara with this kind of bronzy burgundy color, and it softens the eyes and adds a little bit of kind of glimmery shimmer to the lashes. Then when the lashes were dry, I had a few that were loving on each other too much, and they were trying to stick together, not because of the mascara, just because I was not careful enough when I was applying it to separate my lashes really well. And so I just went back with this little Rubaglow little mascara, you know, lash brow kind of separator. Then for my brows, I just used my Avon brow powder in Fawn. You guys have seen this a gazillion times. You know, I didn't do anything fancy on the brows. I normally don't. For blush, I used these Pearls of Perfection blush. This is in Blushing Mocha. This is by Physicians Formula, and they're just beads. I'm not going to take the little plastic insert out because I don't want them to all fall out all over the floor. But they're just the little pearl beads, and I used the, this is a new little powder brush by Avon that goes with the Glow line. Then just to add a little bit extra shimmer and highlight, I used this Mark Shimmer Face and Body Powder, and I just applied it with this blusher brush. This is an Avon brush, I believe, but it came in a set. I don't think you can buy this anymore. Just looks like that. I don't know if you can see it has a little flower print design on it. I don't know if you can see it there really lightly. And then on my lips, I used this NYC Liquid Lip Shine. The color is, I don't know if there's a name for the color, but the number is 550A. And it's just kind of a, it's a brown, kind of a darker bronzy brown with maybe a rustiness to it, a little bit of a rust undertone to it. And this just has a doe foot up here. So that's the makeup. I'll just show you a little bit of my accessories. Get my hair out of my shirt. I'm just wearing my diamond studs that I always wear in my second holes. These are just a little pair of gold earrings that I really like. They're just kind of subtle. I have on, this is an Avon watch that I've had for a really long time. And I have a new pair of shoes. I'm really kind of excited about these, so I'll show you these. There's just a pair of wedges. They have the striped heel on the back with a little bit of kind of pattern through this section. Kind of looks like sort of like paint splotch corkboard a little bit. And I just love these. So maybe I'll show you, I'll see if I can show you these on just down at the ankles. And that's it. And so if you have any questions about any of the products, let me know. Like I said, if I can find links for items, I'll put the links below. And I hope you guys are having a great week. Don't forget to click the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel. And of course, comment, because I love to hear from you guys. And even if you don't have a question, I just like to hear you say hi and tell me what's up with you. Or if you have a certain product that you really like that's maybe similar to some of these. Okay, see you next time. Bye.